Okay. Uh, so it is the construction of the Rutherford scattering experiment. Now, what are the observations which he has carried out from his scattering experiment? The first observation of Rutherford's model of atom was the most of the alpha particles pass through this gold foil without making any deflection and strike the zinc sulfide screen here. Means the first observation of the Rutherford's model of atom is that most of the alpha particles, alpha rays, that is 99.9% of the alpha rays, the alpha particles, strike this gold foil without making any deflection and passes here. Means most of the alpha particles pass through this gold foil without making any deflection and strikes here. It is the first observation of Rutherford scattering experiment. The second observation was a few alpha particles. Alpha particle is a particle which carries 2 unit of positive charge and has a mass equal to its 4 unit. Means, in other words, it is nothing but it is a helium nuclei, because the helium has a 2 unit positive charge and 4 unit its mass. So in other words, alpha particles are nothing but these are the helium nuclei. Okay, the second observation of the Rutherford model of atom is a few alpha particles were passed through this gold foil without making a deflection. Means a few alpha particles were deflected through small angles. The second observation is that a few alpha particles gets deflected through small angles. Okay, the third observation of this model of atom is that a very few alpha particles, very few, means 1 out of 20,000, it gets deflected through large angle, that is angle greater than 90 degree. Angle greater than 90 degree means a very few alpha particle, almost 1 in 20,000 deflected back. Means deflected back means through an angle greater than 90 degree. So these are the three observations of Rutherford model. That is, the first observation is most of the alpha particles pass through this gold foil without making any deflection and it is 99.9%. Second is some of the alpha particles gets deflected through small angles. And third is that a very few alpha particles, that is 1 in 20,000, it gets deflected back. So these are the three observations. Now on the basis of these observations, Rutherford has drawn some sort of conclusions. And what are those conclusions? The first observation is that the most of the alpha particles pass through this gold foil without making any deflection. This means that the most of the space within the atom is empty space. That's why alpha particles जैसे ही आ रहे हैं वैसे इस गोल्ड फॉइल के अंदर गोल्ड के एटम्स हैं और उन एटम्स को क्रॉस करके वो यहाँ पे स्ट्राइक कर रहे हैं. दैट मीन्स वो इनको क्रॉस तभी कर पा रहे होंगे एटम्स को जब एटम के अंदर जो मैक्सिमम स्पेस होगा वो एम्प्टी होगा. सो द फर्स्ट कंक्लूजन ड्रॉन फ्रॉम दिस ऑब्जर्वेशन, फर्स्ट ऑब्जर्वेशन इज दैट the most of the space within the atom is empty. Okay, the second observation was a few alpha particles gets deflected through small angles, and we know that the alpha particles are the positively charged particles. They could be deflected back only when they strike or when they passes through some positively charged body present within the atom. That means that the second observations conclude, from second observation we can conclude that within the atom small positively charged body is present, so that the alpha particles when passes very near to that positive charged body, it gets deflected through small angles. The third observation was a very few alpha particle, that is 1 in 20,000, gets deflected back, and we know that the alpha particles are the heavier particles. They get deflected back only when they get strike with an heavier body present within the atom. Okay, so this means that atom के अंदर कुछ heavier body present है. Okay, the second next means the third observation that very few alpha particles were those which were deflected back. This means that the number of alpha particles which were deflected back is very very less, that is 1 in 20,000. This means that the size of that heavier body is very very small, means it is occupying a very very small volume within the atom. So this small heavy positively charged body which is present within the atom, it was named as nucleus. Very, very important point. It was named as nucleus. That means the credit for the discovery of nucleus goes to Ernest Rutherford. Means that small, heavy, positively charged body present within the atom, in which the mass of whole of the atom is concentrated, that small, heavy, positively charged body is known as the nucleus. Okay. So now in nutshell we can say, according to Rutherford, the atom consists of two parts. ये two parts का बना है. The first part is nucleus. The first part is nucleus, and second part is extranuclear part. Extranuclear part or portion, you can say extranuclear part. Now, when we ask a question from Rutherford that what do you mean by nucleus, कि न्यूक्लियस है क्या ये, तो रदरफोर्ड ने हमें ये बताया कि न्यूक्लियस इज अ स्मॉल हैवी पॉजिटिवली चार्ज बॉडी प्रेजेंट विद इन द एटम इन विच द होल ऑफ द मास ऑफ द एटम इज कंसंट्रेटेड. मीन्स एटम का जितना भी मास होता है वो उसके न्यूक्लियस में प्रेजेंट होता है. सो दिस इज द न्यूक्लियस. ओके. नाउ जब हमने उनसे कहा, अब क्योंकि न्यूक्लियस में आपको पता है इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, एटम्स के अंदर तो पार्टिकल्स होती ही नहीं है, दैट इज इलेक्ट्रॉन, प्रोटॉन एंड न्यूट्रॉन्स. अब इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का मास तो हम नेग्लिजिबल मानते हैं. दैट मीन्स अब क्योंकि एटम्स का जितना भी मास होता है वो उसकी न्यूक्लियस की वजह से होता है. दिस मीन्स दैट इंस्टेड ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन, मीन्स in spite of the electrons, the protons and neutrons, they are present within the nucleus. Therefore, the presence of protons and neutrons were shown by Rutherford within the nucleus. Okay, and since the protons carried positive charge, one proton carry one unit positive charge, this means that the number of protons which are present within the nucleus of an atom, it corresponds to its atomic number. So means atomic number is equal to the number of protons present in the nucleus. We will discuss about it later. After this lecture we will discuss it. Okay, so the number of protons which are present within the nucleus of an atom, they correspond to the net positive charge on the nucleus of that atom. Okay, so this is the nucleus. Second is extranuclear part. Now this extranuclear part is a space around the nucleus in which the electrons were distributed. It is the space around the nucleus where the electrons were distributed. Now, one of the student of the Rutherford asked a question to Rutherford that, sir, you are saying that the nucleus is a positively charged and this extranuclear part is the space around the nucleus where the electrons are distributed, and we know that the nucleus is positively charged, electrons are negatively charged. Then why the electrons do not get attracted toward the nucleus? So the answer of this question, it was given by the Rutherford that the electrons which are present around the extranuclear part, in this extranuclear part around the nucleus, they are not stationary but they are moving in a circular path called orbits. And due to its movement around the electrons around the nucleus in the circular path, the centrifugal force comes into play. Centrifugal force. Centrifugal force, it comes into play, which balances the force of repulsion between the force of attraction between the electrons and the nucleus. So this centrifugal force is responsible for balancing the force of attraction between the nucleus and the electrons. So this is the extranuclear part. So it is about the Rutherford's model of atom. So most of the students ask a question that in the nucleus the protons are present and we know that the neutrons are there. Then if the number of protons are present within the nucleus of an atom, then why the nucleus of atom is not unstable? Because the protons, they have the same charge. So the reason for this or the answer for this question is that ये जो प्रोटॉन्स होते हैं किसी भी एटम के न्यूक्लियस के अंदर, उनके बीच में भी कुछ न्यूक्लियर फोर्सेस होती हैं. उन न्यूक्लियर फोर्सेस की वजह से वो एक दूसरे के साथ ऐड है. और फर्दर हमने साइंटिस्ट ने ये ऑब्जर्व किया है, ये जो प्रोटॉन्स और न्यूट्रॉन्स हैं ये भी कुछ स्मॉलर पार्टिकल्स के बने होते हैं जिनको हम नाम देते हैं क्वार्क्स का. क्वार्क्स. So and further, instead of having the protons and neutrons, we have quarks, smaller particles are there, and there are also some sort of smaller particle like mesons, neutrinos, positrons, etc. So means these quarks or these mesons, positrons, they balances the force of repulsion between the protons present within the nucleus of an atom. So okay, so it is about the Rutherford's model of atom. So in the next part we will discuss the atomic number and mass number. Okay, thanks